warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sebelumnya perkenalkan, nama saya Muhammad Saki Saputra dengan NIM 19250322. Dan di sini ada rekan saya yang bernama
Renza Aliviansyah dengan NIM 19251502.
Sebelumnya di sini saya akan menjelaskan. Saya di sini akan melakukan podcast wawancara membicarakan dua tema, yaitu yang pertama komputer network dan
Artificial Intelligence.
Oke, terima kasih. Selamat menonton.
Welcome listeners. Introduction to the topic Artificial Intelligence and Introduction Renza as the guest speaker.
Hello everyone, I am Renza, a guest speaker.
On this occasion, our group will discuss a podcast episode about artificial intelligence. In education, we have prepared 20 questions related to the content of the podcast as material for future discussion. To open your discussion today, can you example to our listener what artificial intelligence actually is?
I am answer. Sure, artificial intelligence is that AI is technology that allows computer or machine to perform tasks that normally require human intelligence, such as recognizing speech, making decision, or solving problems.
How is AI different from a regular computer program?
A regular program just follow fixed instructions step by step. Well, AI can learn from data, recognize pattern, and adjust its behavior based on new information instead of only following the same fixed rule.
Could you tell us about the different type of AI that exist today?
Generally, we can divide AI into narrow AI and general. AI narrow is designed for one specific task like a chatbot or recommendation system, while general AI.
What about machine learning? How does it relate to AI?
Yes, that's it. Machine learning is actually a branch of AI. It focuses on how system can learn from data, improve its performance over time without being explicitly programmed for every single situation.
Can you give our listeners some everyday example of AI that they mix already using?
Yes, of course. Some common examples are voice assistants like Google Assistant, recommendation system on Netflix or YouTube, and even the face recognition feature that unlocks our smartphone.
How does AI actually learn from data? Can you simplify the process for use?
In simple terms, the AI system, the given large amount of data along with example correct answer it. Then it identifies pattern in that data and use those pattern make prediction or decision on new data it hadn't seen before.
What industries do you think benefit the most from AI right now?
Yes, that's it. It's a healthcare. finance, and transportation benefit a lot. In healthcare, AI helps diagnose disease faster. In finance, it detect fraud, and in transportation, it support things like self-driving cars and traffic optimization.
Can AI completely replace human workers in the future?
Yes, I don't. I think it will it wa it will completely replace human, but it will definitely change the way we work. AI is better at repetitive and data heavy tasks, while human are still essential for creativity, empathy, and complex decision making.
What ethical context should we be aware of when it comes to AI?
Yes, that's it. There are a few important concerns such as data privacy, bias in AI decision, and the lack of transparency in how some AI system make their decision. We need to make sure is developed responsibly. Responsibility.
Could you example a bit more about this in AI system?
Yes, bias happen when the data used to train the AI is not balanced or representative. Yeah, as a result, the AI make unfair decision or example. For example, yeah, favoring one group of people over another without any valid reason.
How important how important is data privacy when we walk about AI development?
Yes, that's it. Is extremely important because AI system usually need a lot of personal data function well without proper I mean privacy protection. The data could be missed or leaked, which can harm the people it belongs to.
What role does AI play in education these days?
AI can personalize learning by adjusting the material based on each student program weakness. It can also assist the teachers by automating grading and providing data driven insight about student performance.
From a student perspective, how can AI tools help in academic work with how become a problem?
That's it. Uh, AI AI tools can help students brainstorm ideas, check grammar, or summarize information faster. The key is to use AI as learning support, not as a replacement for actually understanding and doing the work ourselves.
What do you think about AI generations connects like image or text? Is it AI connector?
It can be a concern, especially regarding originality and mission misinformation or AI generate content can sometimes be missed to spread false information or to copy someone else's creative work without proper credit.
How is I How is AI being used to improve everyday technology like smartphones?
And then smartphone use AI for things like improving camera quality, predicting text while typing, optimize battery usage, and even detecting unusual activity to keep the device secure.
What skill do you think students should develop in if they want to work in the AI field?
They should focus on programming, mathematics, and statistics since those are foundation of AI. Beyond technical skills, critical thinking and problem solving are also very important to design good AI solution.
Do you think regulations are necessary to control how AI is developed and used?
That's it. Yes, I believe regulation are necessary because without proper rules, AI could be measured or developed without considering safety. Clear regulation can help balance innovation with responsibility.
How do you imagine AI change our daily life 10 years from now?
Next, I imagine AI will be even more integrated info daily life from smarter homes and healthcare to more advanced personal assistant. It will likely make many tasks more efficient, but well also need to manage its impact on job and privacy carefully.
What advice will you give to someone who feels worried or unsure about the risks of AI?
That's it. Tell I would tell them not to be afraid, but to sorry, but to stay informed and adaptation, learning how AI works and how to use it responsibility will help people stay relevant instead of feeling left behind by in the technology.
Before we wrap up, what the most important message you want listeners to take away about artificial intelligence?
uh, I want them to understand that AI is a powerful tool that can bring great benefits, uh, but it must be used wisely and ethically. That's it. Understanding the basic of AI today will be uh, help us prepare for a future where this technology plays an even bigger role.
Thank you, Mr. Renza, for your time.
You are welcome, Mr. Zaki. Assalamualaikum, Waalaikumsalam.
That calls our digression of the podcast about computer network. We hope this information can ensure our understanding of computer networks. Matur suwun. Thank
Uh,
you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome, listeners. Introduce today topic computer network and introduce Zaki as guest speaker.
Hello everyone, I'm Zaki. It's the guest speaker.
On this occasion, our group will discuss podcast episode about computer network. In addition, we have prepared 20 questions related to the content of the podcast as material for further discussion. To start, can you tell our listeners what computer network actually is?
Sure, a computer network is basically two or more devices like computer, printer, or server that are connected together so they can see data and records with each other.
Why do you think computer networks are so important in our daily lives?
Because almost everything we do depends on it. Sending messages, browsing the internet, even printing documents at the office without network device fall only work alone and could share anything.
Could you explain the difference between LAN, MAN, and WAN?
Of course, LAN or local area network across a small area like one building or one campus main converse whether are like a whole city and one or with air network converse a very like air event connecting different countries. The internet is actually the biggest example of one.
Which type of network do you think we use most often in everyday life?
It's island because it's used at home, in office, and on campus. Basically, and where we content connect a few devices together in one place.
Okay, that's it. Let's talk about device. What are what are the main device used to build a network?
The main owners are the route, the switch, and the modem connect used to the internet. The switch connects multiple devices within the same network, and the router distributes the uh, data traffic between networks.
Okay, that's it. Can you describe in simple terms how a router actually works?
A router basically acts like a traffic control. It retrieves data from the internet and decides where to send it next, making sure the data reaches the correct device on the network.
Okay, that's it. Wired and wireless network, which one is better?
It really deep on the network are usually more stable and faster, but wireless network like Wi-Fi are more flexible because we don't need cable. So it's a trade-off between stable and flexible.
Okay, that's it. Are wireless network generally less secure than wired ones?
Generally, yes, because the signal travels together, the air and can potentially be interpreted that why strong password and encryption are very important for
Okay, that's it. Could you explain that network topology means, Masaki?
network topology is. basically the layout or structure of how devices are content to each other. Some common example are star topology, bus topology, and ring topology.
Okay, that's it. Among those topologies, which one is most commonly used today and why?
Star topology is the most common because if one sable or device fails, it does affect the rest of the network. It's also async to manage and troubleshoot.
Oh, I got it. What is the role of a protocol like TCP or IP in a computer network?
A protocol is like a set of rules that the allows device to communication property TPC IP specifically. Make sure that data is broken into packets sent connectedly and traceable at the destination.
Or device to another? Uh, that's it. How does a computer network actually transfer data from one?
The, da- the data is divided into small packets and as packets travels together. The network something took several routers until it reaches the destination device where it's resemble into the original data.
Okay, that's it. And then, what are some common security threats in that computer network and fast?
Some common the earth hacking, wells, and phishing attacks. Hacker can try to access private data will malware can damage or steal information from connected devices.
Okay, that's it. And how can a firewall help protect a network from those threats?
Very well acts like a security gate. It monitor incoming and outgoing traffic and block any suspicious or unauthorized access before it can reach the network.
Oh, okay, that's it. I got it. Beside firewall, what else can people do to keep their network secure, Mr. Saki?
They should use strong and unique password, keep the software update, and avoid connect to unknown public Wi-Fi with how practitioner like VPN.
Okay, thank. Can you give us a real example of how network operates? Maybe here on our campus.
Sure, on our campus, all computers, Wi-Fi access point, and bridge in the labor are usually content to a launch. So when we print a document, the request travels to the network to replace the printer.
Okay, that's it. Uh, what do you think is the biggest challenge in maintaining a large computer network?
I think the big challenge in keep it secure will also keeping it fast and reliable for many years at the same time. Blazing security and performance is not easy.
How do you see computer networks evolving in the future, especially with technologies like 5G?
I will feel net Work will become even faster and more reliable with 5G and Victor technology. We will be able to connect more devices at 1G with very low latency, which will support things like smart cities and load.
For students who are just starting to learn about networking, what would you recommend they study first?
It recommends starting with the basic contextually what a network is, IP address and how data packet travel. After that, they can move on the topic like network security and configuring real devices.
Before we close, what's the one key takeaway you want our listener to remember about computer network?
I want them to remember the computer network are the foundation of almost all modern technology. Understanding the basic help use the internet and digital devices more safely and efficiently.
That concludes our discussion of the podcast about computer network. We hope this information can enhance our understanding of computer networks. Thank you, live listeners. Okay,
You are welcome, Mr. Reza. Okay, next.
thank you, Mr. Zaki, for your time.